a wireless loop is a generic term for an access system that uses wireless link to connect the subscriber to the local exchange. So the subscriber is connected to the branch exchange wirelessly, that is using a wireless link, that is a radio link in place of this conventional copper wire. So it is a system that connects the subscriber to the public switch telephone network, that is PSTN, using radio signal as a substitute for copper transmission medium. That's clear. And this may include cordless access system or fixed radio access system or fixed cellular system. The fixed wireless system are able to take the advantages of well-defined time invariant nature of propagation channel between fixed transmitter and receiver. So this wireless local loop may include a cordless access system ഉണ്ടാവും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു fixed radio access system ഉണ്ടാവും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ fixed cellular system. It may take one of this form. So this fixed wireless system are able to take the advantages of this time invariant nature of propagation channel between. So this propagation channel between here we have fixed transmitter and fixed receiver. So this propagation channel have a well-defined time invariant property. So this is an advantage for this fixed wireless system. This wireless technology, that is wireless local loop technology, offer a number of key advantages in it. And it has a faster deployment. That is, wireless equipment can be usually deployed in just a couple of hours as compared to months or years, which is needed for the deployment of underground copper wires. So faster deployment, that's faster installation, that is the first advantages of this wireless loop. So here the first disadvantages is that faster deployment. Here the wireless equipment നമുക്ക് usually couple of hours മതി നമുക്ക് അതിന്റെ installation കാര്യങ്ങളും deployment വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. പക്ഷേ in the case of copper wire, it may take years or it may take months for the underground deployment of this copper wires. Next advantages of this WLL is that lower deployment cost. Once the wireless equipment is paid for, there are no additional costs for transport between central office and customer premises, that is CPE. That is customer premises equipment and central office തമ്മിൽ ഒരു transporting charge ഒന്നുമില്ല. Once it is deployed means ആ deployment ടൈമിൽ ചെയ്യുന്ന കോസ്റ്റ് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. No additional cost for transport between central office and customer premises equipment. അതായത് lower deployment cost ആണ് second advantage. And the wired network would require government right of way authorization to dig trenches through public street. So നമ്മളെ കേബിൾ സിസ്റ്റത്തിന്റെ അകത്ത് നമുക്കിപ്പം കേബിൾ സിസ്റ്റത്തിൽ അതിന്റെ ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റാളേഷന് വേണ്ടി നമുക്ക് ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഓത്തറൈസേഷൻ ഒക്കെ വേണം. നമുക്ക് അതിലൊരു ട്രെഞ്ച് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു പബ്ലിക് സ്ട്രീറ്റിൽ നമുക്ക് ട്രെഞ്ചസ് ഡിഗ് ചെയ്യാനും ആ അണ്ടർഗ്രൗണ്ട് കേബിളിന്റെ ഇൻസ്റ്റാളേഷനൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഓത്തറൈസേഷൻ വേണമായിരുന്നു. And buried cables often must be leased from a service provider on a monthly basis. This was the disadvantage of this wired system. So compared to this wired system, this wireless system has lower deployment cost. And the third advantage of this WLL was lower network maintenance and operating cost. In WLL, the fault finding and the system reconfiguration can be conducted from a centralized location, WLLs, and are flexible to meet increasing number of subscribers and level of penetration. In WLL, fault finding, error or fault fault finding was easy. Cable system and system reconfiguration easy and lower network maintenance and operating cost advantage. Next, fourth advantage is high bandwidth availability. In WLL, capable of supporting video, high-speed internet access, telephony service due to large availability of bandwidth. And in WLL system, there are two concepts namely. First concept is narrow band WLL. And this narrow band WLL offers a replacement for the existing telephony services. Next concept in WLL was the broadband WLL. And this broadband WLL, it provides high-speed, two-way voice and data services. അതായത് ഈ WLL രണ്ട് concept ആണ് mainly ഉള്ളത്. First one is narrow band WLL. This offers a replacement for existing telephony services. And next one was the broadband WLL. This broadband WLL, it provides a high-speed two-way voice and data services. Thus, in WLL is the best way to system to handle high data traffic in a local loop system. So this is the WLL configuration. Here we have a switching center. This is a switching center building. So here, from the switching center building, here we have a wired link, and this is the exchange station or the base station. And from the switching center, the information is given through a wired link to the base station, and base station have an antenna. And this through this antenna, through radio waves, it is given to the residents, office, and other government agency, etc. That is to the subscribers. This residents, it may be in the office, it may be in the government agency, etc. So this base station have a base station antenna, and through this base station antenna, the information or the call or the message is given wirelessly. That is through radio signal. It is given to residents, office, and government agency, and it replaces the copper wire in the case of traditional PSTN network. And the access technology in this wireless local loop network is that access technology can be frequency division multiplexes, code division multiplexes, time division multiplexes, and the one among them is the CDMA, which is used in India. That is access technology used in PSTN network. That is the wireless loop network is the CDMA. Among this, all the three, CDMA is used in India. And the features of this WLL is that it's a better quality of services, and it is compatible with other cellular technology, and its scalability under and easy installation as the features of this WLL. So this traditional WLL architecture consists of a telephone central office under, and this telephone central office is connected to a public telephone switching network. That is this telephone. Here we have a telephone telephone central office under, and this telephone central office is connected to a local network. That is PSTN switch off local network, and this PSTN switch off local network is connected to a satellite uplink. From the satellite uplink, the PSTN gives the information, and from the PSTN through a local radio repeater, it is given to residents, office, or government agency, etc. And by using this WLL, it's a solution to this problem like long cable, that is long copper cable needed, and the WLL, the term local is particular to a geography. Here we have wireless in local loop. The W means wireless, and local means it is particular. It is particular to a geography. That is a particular area, or a particular local geography area consider it as local. And loop here consider the circuit which extend from the user to the branch exchange. Here we can see there is a circuit. This is a circuit or a loop which connect which extend from the user to the branch exchange. Here we can see a branch exchange, which is the base station or switching center. So here we have a loop. So this loop is in a local area, and it is wireless. Hence the term wireless in local loop. Wireless, it is local it is particular in a geographical area, particular geographical area, and it is act as a loop, that is from a subscriber to the branch office and branch offices to the subscriber. That is a particular loop, very local area wirelessly connected loop this wireless in local loop. So it main it replaces the copper cable the first advantage and maintenance cost lower deployment cost. So once again, a wireless in local loop WLL the telephone network. That is, a wireless local loop is a generic term for an access system that uses a wireless link, that is a radio link to connect the subscriber to the local exchange or branch exchange in place of conventional copper cable. And it is a system that connects the subscriber to the PSTN using radio signal as a substitute for this copper transmission media. That is, copper cable is replaced by this radio signal, that is wireless. And this may be include cordless access system, fixed radio access system, or fixed cellular system. Among this three, the fixed radio access system has an advantage of well-being, time invariant nature of propagation channel, as it has fixed transmitter and receiver. And the WLL technology offers a number of advantages and it has a faster deployment. That is, wireless equipment can be usually deployed in just a couple of hours as compared to months or years needed to deployment of underground copper wire. and lower deployment cost ആണ്. അതായത് once the wireless equipment is paid for there are no additional cost of transport between central office and CPE, that is customer premise equipment തമ്മിൽ ഒരു ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ടേഷൻ കോസ്റ്റ് ഇല്ല. വൺസ് ആ ഒരു ഡിപ്ലോയ്മെന്റ് ടൈമുള്ള ഒരു കോസ്റ്റ് മാത്രമേ ഈ WLL ഉള്ളൂ. നെക്സ്റ്റ്, the wired network would require government rights or way of authorization to dig trenches through public street, and buried cables often must be leased from a service provider on a monthly basis ആയിരുന്നു. And third advantage എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ lower network maintenance and operating cost ആണ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ fourth advantage is high bandwidth availability ആണ്. That is wireless local loop are capable of supporting video, high speed internet access, telephony services due to large availability of bandwidth. ഇനി ഇതിന്റെ ഒരു അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജസിന്റെ ഒരു ബ്രീഫായി പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ റെഡ്യൂസ് മെയിൻ്റെനൻസ് കോസ്റ്റ് ആണ്, റെഡ്യൂസ് ഓപ്പറേറ്റിംഗ് കോസ്റ്റ് ആണ്, ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ്സ് അവൈലബിൾ ഇൻ ബോത്ത് ഡൗൺ ടൗൺ ആൻഡ് ഇൻ സെമി അർബൻ ഏരിയ. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് റൂറൽ ഏരിയയിലും അതായത് ഡൗൺ ടൗണിൽ അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്, സെമി അർബൻ ഏരിയയിൽ അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്, റൂറൽ ഏരിയയിൽ ഇത് അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. ആൻഡ് ഫീച്ചേഴ്സ് ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ലൈക്ക് ഓഡിയോ സർവീസസ്, ഫാക്സ് സർവീസസ് ആൻഡ് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ സർവീസസ് എക്സെട്ര. സോ ഇതിന്റെ ഒരു ആർക്കിടെക്ചർ പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ബേസിക്കലി കൺസിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് PSTN, പബ്ലിക് ടെലിഫോൺ സ്വിച്ചിങ് നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവും, പിന്നെ അതൊരു ഫോളോഡ് ബൈ സ്വിച്ച് ഉണ്ടാവും, പിന്നെ നമ്മളൊരു വയർലെസ് ആക്സസ് നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് WANU എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ യൂണിറ്റ് ഉണ്ടാവും. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ അതായത് എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫീസിലാണ്, ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ഇൻ ദ എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫീസ്. ദിസ് WANU എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വയർലെസ് ആക്സസ് നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് യൂണിറ്റ് ആണ്, ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് വിൽ ബി പ്രസന്റ് ഇൻ ദ എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫീസ്. ആൻഡ് WASU, ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ വയർലെസ് ആക്സസ് സർവീസ് യൂണിറ്റ്, ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഇസ് ഇൻ അവർ ഹോം. This WASU is in our home or in the government agency or in the office, etc. And WANU, that is in the exchange office, that is a branch exchange office lan adullathu. And this wireless ANU, that is the exchange office performance and the functions endakkeyannu vecha, it's authentication aanu, that is checking whether it is a valid call or not. അതായത് യൂസർ വാലിഡ് യൂസർ ആണോ എന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻ ദ ബ്രാഞ്ച് ഓഫീസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫീസിലേക്ക് the main function of this exchange office or the wireless access unit which is present in the exchange office is the authentication ആണ്. That is check whether the user is valid or not. And second operation or the second function of this WANU, that is the wireless access unit network unitന്റെ second function എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ operation and maintenance ആണ്. And third, routing, billing, switching etc. are the function of this exchange office. And coming on to the home, that is the WASU, that is a wireless as a service unit. Service unit അണ്ടറിൽ വരുന്നതാണ് ഈ റെസിഡൻസും ഓഫീസും ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഏജൻസി ഒക്കെ. So this provide an interface, that is it provide an air interface such as voice. ഈ റെസിഡൻസിനും ഓഫീസിനും ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഏജൻസിയിൽ നിന്ന് വരുന്ന വോയിസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ടാക്സ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മോഡേൺ ഡാറ്റ ഒക്കെ ആണ് ഈ WASU, that is wireless as a service unit ആണ്. So here the architecture basically consists of a PSTN, ഒരു പബ്ലിക് സ്വിച്ചിങ് ടെലിഫോൺ നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവും, ഒരു സ്വിച്ച് ഉണ്ടാവും, ഒരു എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫീസ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ഒരു ഹോം ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ റെസിഡൻസ് ഓർ ഓഫീസ് ഓർ ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഏജൻസി ഉണ്ടാവും. സോ ഈ എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫീസിൽ ബേസിക്കലി ഇറ്റ് കൺസിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് വയർലെസ് ആക്സസ് നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് യൂണിറ്റ്, ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ഹോം ഇറ്റ് കൺസിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് വയർലെസ് ആക്സസ് സർവീസ് യൂണിറ്റ്. സോ വൺ ഈസ് നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് യൂണിറ്റ് which is accessed wirelessly, and one is service unit which is in the user side or subscriber side which is accessed wirelessly. So the network unit have the function of authentication and checking the validity of the user, operation, maintenance, routing, billing, switching etc. And in the home it have the functions of providing the data, that is provide air interface like voice, tags, modem data etc. So basically the advantage of this WLL is it reduces the maintenance cost which is needed for copper cable, and it reduces the operating cost, and it is available in both downtown and in rural area which were not possible by using this wired system. And features include audio services and fax services and information service and so, and the technology used in this wireless local loop configuration, it can be frequency division multiplexes, code division multiplexes, and time division multiplexes. The one which is used in India is CDMA, that is code division multiple access technique. And features, as we have said, better quality of services, and it's compatible with the cellular technology, scalable and NPCC installation. This is about the wireless local loop, that is WLL. Now we will go to the Next topic, that is wireless local area network, WLAN. So here is the wireless local area network, WLAN. Here, wireless, W stands for wireless, L stands for local, that is local to a particular geographical area, that is A stands for area, and N stands for network. So wireless LAN support high-speed data transmission within a small region. That is local means here in a particular small area. That is this support high-speed data transmission within a small region. So it's wirelessly support data transmission in a small region. So as the name suggests, the wireless local area network, WLAN, support wireless data transmission in a small region. And here the wireless device access this LAN are typically stationary or moving at a pedestrian speed. So this wireless device which access this LAN network, that is the local area network, are typically stationary or it may be moving at a pedestrian speed. So this wireless device which are connected or which access this local area network, that can be stationary or it can be moving at a pedestrian speed. So wireless LAN are built around the family of IEEE, that is 802.11 സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിന്റെ ബേസിൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് അതിന്റെ അറൗണ്ട് ആയിട്ടാണ് ഈ WLAN പ്രോട്ടോകോൾ എല്ലാം ബേസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് WLAN are built around the family of IEEE 802.11 standard. The baseline for this WLAN is the 802.11 standard, which was released in the year 1997, and it occupies in 83.5 megahertz of bandwidth in an unlicensed bandwidth of 2.4 gigahertz frequency band. It occupies 83.5 megahertz of bandwidth, and it specifies PSK modulation with FHSS or DSSS, that is frequency hopping spread spectrum, or this DSSS is nothing but direct hopping spread spectrum. So the baseline for this WLAN, that is a wireless local area network, baseline എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 802.11 standard ആണ്, and it was released in the year 1997 ആണ്, and it occupies 83.5 megahertz of bandwidth in an unlicensed 2.4 gigahertz frequency band, and it specifies PSK modulation ആണ് with FHSS, that is frequency hopping spread spectrum, or DS, that is direct hopping, and the direct data rates up to 2 megabits per second are supported with CSMA, that is used for random access, and the data rate is 2 megabits per second and is supported with the CSMA, which is nothing but carrier sense multiple access technique. So data rate is 2 Mbps and supports CSMA for this random access. And the baseline standard was expanded to create 802.11b standard, and this was operating in the same 2.4 gigahertz band using only DSS. Here, first the 8.211 standard, it specifies PSK modulation with FHSS or DSSS. Here, 8.211b standard, which operates the same frequency, that is using the same frequency, the 2.4 gigahertz band using only, here it used only DSS, that is direct hopping only it used. And it uses variable rate modulation and coding with the BPSK or QPSK modulation. Here in 802.11 standard, we have used PSK modulation, and it used both the FHSS or DSS. But 8.211b standard, same frequency, that is 2.4 gigahertz band are used in it, but only used DSS, and it used a variable rate modulation and coding with the BPSK or QPSK for modulation. And a network architecture is either O star or peer-to-peer architecture. 802.11b. And now the third standard, that's 802.11 standard, is an extension of 802.11 standard, and it improved on 802.11b on data rates. So 802 802.11a standard എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ it was an extension of this baseline standard, that is 802.11 standard ആണ്, and it is improved on this 802.11b on data rates. So compared to this 802.11b, the 802.11a have higher rate data rates, and it occupies 300 megahertz of spectrum, and it occupies 300 megahertz of spectrum. So the 300 megahertz spectrum is segmented into 300 megahertz subchannels or subbands. These are the this can be divided into 3 subbands, that is a lower band, a middle band, and upper band. So a lower band is about 5.15 to 5.25 gigahertz, and here a middle band is up to 5.25 to 5.35 gigahertz, and upper band is up to 5.725 to 5.825 gigahertz. So here WLANS, that is wireless local area network. Here wireless LAN support high data rate transmission within a small region, and this wireless device that access this LAN are typically stationary. This wireless device can be either stationary or moving at a pedestrian speed, and this wireless are built around a family of IEEE standard, that is 802.11 standard, and this was 802.11 was the baseline standard, and which was released in the year 1997. And it occupied a bandwidth of 83.5 megahertz of bandwidth in an unlicensed 2.4 gigahertz frequency band. This baseline used 83.5 megahertz, and it specifies this PSK modulation with the FHSS or DSS, and the data is up to 2 megabits per second, and supported CSMA, that is used for random access. And the baseline standard was expanded to create 802.11b standard, which is operating in the same frequency, that is 2.4 gigahertz, but uses only DSS, and it used variable rate of modulation, that is with the BPSK or QPSK for modulation. And network architecture is either star architecture or peer-to-peer architecture. Later, 802.11a standard, which is an extension of this baseline standard, and it has improvement on this 802.11b standard on data rates, and it occupies a third spectrum. Usually this 300 megahertz spectrum is segmented into 300 megahertz of subbands. Usually a lower band is 5.15, that's 5.15 to 5.25 gigahertz, a middle band 5.25 to 5.35 gigahertz, and upper band 5.725 to 5.825 gigahertz. The lower band has a transmitter power of 440 milliwatt, and it's mostly suitable for indoor applications. So this among this 300 megahertz, this lower band, which is in the range of 5.15 to 5.25 gigahertz, this is used for this indoor application. The middle band has a transmit power of 200 milliwatt. So this has this is used for both indoor and outdoor application. And this upper band is suitable for outdoor. So lower band, this 300 megahertz of spectrum is divided into 3 bands. That is a lower band, a middle band, and upper band. This lower band is used for indoor application, and middle band is used for both indoor, suitable for indoor and outdoor application, and upper band is more suitable for outdoor. And the modulation scheme include BPSK, QPSK, 16 QAM, 64 megabits per second. This 802.11 standard uses OFDM instead of FHSS or DSS. We have already said that 802.11 baseline standard use ചെയ്യുന്നത് FHSS or DSS ആണ്, and 802.11b standard use ചെയ്യുന്നത് only this DSS ആണ്. But 802.11a standard use ചെയ്യുന്നത് OFDM ആണ് instead of this frequency hopping or direct hopping. It used OFDM, that is orthogonal frequency division and multiplexing. And 802.11b standard, another standard of this 802 series, so that is 802.11g standard. It attempts to combine the best of 802.11a and 802.B with the data rate of 54 megabits per second in 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth for the greater range. So greater data transmission range another standard was introduced, that is 802.11g and this combines the best of 802.11a 802.11b or a combination this 802.11g, and this has a data rate of 54 megabits per second in a frequency band of 2.4 gigahertz for a greater range. Here we can see an access point, that is a wireless local area network. This is connected wirelessly to wireless station 3, wireless station 1, wireless station 2 and wireless station 4. Here this can be either a stationary, typically stationary or moving pedestrian speed, that is can be either mobile or a stationary like laptop, etc. So here in wireless a local area network, it is basically an IEEE. This is built on basically around a family of IEEE standard, that is 802.11 standard. Basically, this 802.11 is the baseline standard. It uses FHS or DSS and it uses a frequency band of 2.4 gigahertz Out of this 2.4 gigahertz, which is available for this, it occupies 83.5 megahertz, and data rate 2 megahertz for this baseline. And from this baseline, next standard was introduced, that is 802.11b and it uses DSS and instead of PSK, it uses a variable rate modulation and coding, that is BPSK and QPSK for modulation. And next standard was 802.11a standard, which is an extension of this baseline standard. And compared to this 802.b, 802.a, that is 11a standard, have improved on data rates, that is high data rates compared to this 802.11b. And this 802.11a have occupy 300 megahertz of the spectrum. Out of this 300 megahertz spectrum, it is divided into three level of bands, that is lower band, which is used for indoor application, a middle band, which is suitable for both indoor and outdoor, and upper band, which is used for this suitably for outdoor application. And this level A standard, it uses the modulation technique include BPSK, QPSK, 16 QAM, 64 QAM with the data rate of 54 megabits per second. And 802.11a standard uses OFDM instead of this FHSS or DSS. And the 802.11g is a combination of, that is best in A and best in B. So the 802.11g is a standard which combines the best of 802.11a and 802.11b, and it have a data rate of 54 megabits per second in a frequency band of 2.4 gigahertz, which band for greater range. This is the wireless access point, that is a LAN local area network, which is wirelessly connected to this 4 wireless stations. As in seen figure, this WAL link 2 or more devices wirelessly from a local area network within a limited area, giving ability for the user to move around and yet still to be connected to a network. So here we can see this 4 devices which are connected wirelessly, and we are able to move also in a local area network. We are able to move. So this is about the wireless local area network. Now we will study an application, that is wireless local area network in the application, that is Bluetooth. wireless area network, that is wireless area local area network Bluetooth. So we will study next class.